ADHD Mastery: How to Regulate Your Nervous System Naturally and Take Control of Your Life. Chapter 1. Do you need this book? Are you looking for a long-term solution to improving your ADHD? Change doesn't start when an ADHDer becomes different. It starts when they stop fighting who they already are. So I joined the number of ADHDers trying their hand at writing the next prophetic tome on this subject. Why am I doing it? I've written a number of books and have had fun and some success doing it. What's more ADHD than throwing your hat into another ring though? Besides the dopamine hit of something new, exciting and challenging, I think I've stumbled upon a process that can help you. Whether you have ADHD, VAST, or any neurodiverse difference that is impacting your life. Could I call it a cure? The term cure is probably too strong a term, but I feel that this process comes pretty close. Modern science will also tell you that ADHD is incurable. But for the most part, in my recent life, the processes and practices I've put into place have made me feel really positive about my neurodiversity. I wonder what else a cure could be described as for a largely psychological issue that makes you feel better, that alleviates your symptoms. I'm sure modern science would have a different answer and a different approach. However, I've become heavily sceptical about what passes for scientific study and conclusion these days. From my perspective, science seems to give the results that whoever funds the research wants. I could go a step further and argue that really science is testing a hypothesis and seeing if it works. That's certainly what it should be. Unfortunately for me, science, or indeed scientism, a perhaps more accurate description, has become largely fractured, subjective and unhelpful for most maladies, especially those of the mind. My findings are based on trying things out and making a reasoned conclusion based on my findings. I don't need a middle-aged man in a lab coat to tell me what I should or should not believe. More importantly, I won't let them tell me what I feel. But how about you? Do you still blindly believe the evidence? Do you still look into the research? Or are you thinking that their solutions are not supporting your forward momentum, are not matching your energy, are a one tablet fixes all that simply doesn't fix all? Well, if it's the latter, then you are in the right place. Just to be clear, I have a healthy respect for true science, but I am long past giving credence to those who don't have my best interests at heart. I have tried it all and come to my own conclusions, and that I wish to share with the world, in the hope that it improves the lives of others. I can't give credit to doctors and psychologists who don't have ADHD, when I am 44 years old at the time of writing and have felt my condition for most of these 16,000 days. It's not that I necessarily believe that doctors don't have my best interests at heart. It's often the layers of admin and bureaucracy that is above them. I feel incredibly positive about my ADHD now that I understand it and can put into practice changes that have a really positive impact on my life. So to that end, I would say, if I were allowed, that I was largely cured. I don't often see people on forums and out in the world who are medicating via traditional pharmaceutical methods who have achieved this level of mastery, who have a positive outlook on their neurodiversity. Moreover, I don't know what the worldview of the readership of this book are, whether you believe in God or aliens, whether the earth is flat or round, whether neurodiversity is an affliction or an asset. From my experience and understanding, I can safely say it is the latter. There are times it's a real struggle, but in the same way as having a beautiful, untrained puppy, you know the potential is there. You just have to harness it. Excuse the pun. Without the correct tools, though, you are finding this impossible. I understand. I have been there too, and I shall make it easier for you. If you are floating through life self-medicating and paying attention to the intricacies of your brain only some of the time, ADHD will feel like a struggle. If you are bemoaning how tough it is and crying over your mental disorder and problem, then you will go on to manifest said issues and problems. If you focus and start learning about yourself, how you tick, how your brain works, then the world and its glorious opportunities will start opening up to you. We all have our quirks and differences, but one of the principal tenets we can all agree on is that you need to know yourself. This book aims to give you the building blocks to do this by taking the power back and action for yourself, by becoming sovereign and powerful.